All right, let's see if this bit will get through that post. Well, my battery died on my other camera. So, and the battery died on my drill bit. And I got about 3/4 of the way through before the battery gave up the ghost. So I'm just going to lean the fence up here, and I think I'm going to come back in a minute and cut that piece of wire mesh to fit that and get that on there and get it secured. But I really wanted to get done is I bought 6 blackberry bushes, and they delivered them months ago, and I've been, like my strawberries, I've been waiting for the time to put them in, and I wanted to put them in right in this corner after I decided I was going to do this little box in. So I dug it up a little bit, and I got a bunch of roots because I didn't dig this part up with the excavator like I did over here. So anyway, so now I'm gonna I've thrown some compost, cow manure, potting soil in here with this, and so I'm going to take my tiller now and till it up and then plant my 6 blackberry bushes in here, and hopefully I can get, the deer won't hit them until I can get this some of that wire over there onto this and get them protected from the deer. So I'm going to cut this off and get my tiller going because I don't have a way to hold the camera and show me tilling it. I'll take a picture of it after I get done. All right, I got my 6 blackberry. Oh man, a deer chewed on that one. I just now noticed. I don't like that. Okay, so I gotta do something. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm not gonna water them. The bucket they were in were pretty had some pretty moist soil in it, and the root systems had some moist soil stuck to them. So I'm not going to water them because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to maybe start tonight. I don't know. It's forecast. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I'll come over and water them. But now we got one more thing before I'm going to call it a day, and that is to get this wire on this gate so that varmints won't be able to crawl through it. So let me get that measured and cut, and then I'll get back with you. Well, okay, I'm gonna call it a day. Got that done. Now just slide the gate over. I got the wire mesh on it. I'll just set it up there and tie it off. I got my wire away from my trees, which I'm so glad. They looked like they were being held hostage. So now they're free. And I'll tell you something else that's going on. These strawberries are, I think they're liking the soil, because look at that. I got a bloom here. I saw some more, but I got to pick the blooms. This is the first year, and you're not supposed to let them put on berries the first year. So I'll come out and get that off of there. But yeah, my little rancher here, he's struggling. Oh, he's putting out his little limb right there, looks like. That's good. Needs some to come out on this side. These were damaged. They came out early, and then we got a real cold spell, so it damaged them on the end. It damaged this one as well, but I'm gonna wait later in the summer before I decide to trim up, make sure it's all dead. But anyway, I'm so glad to get this part done to keep the deer out, because all this is a big buffet to them. All right, so I'm making progress. All right, I'll catch you up on the next trip to my little garden space. And once I get that hinge on, I'm probably going to start walking around and picking up all these loose roots and rocks and start cleaning that up, and then run my hair around here and kind of clean it all up and make it look a little bit better. But anyway, it's coming along, and I'm happy. It's a lot of work. But man, when those tomatoes and corn and okra come in, and beans, they're going to be nice. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning, folks. Today is April the 2nd, and it is about 8:30 in the morning. And yesterday I was trying to get this hole through this post for my gate, and my battery died on my drill. So I'm back this morning. Hopefully I'm almost through it all, and hopefully I can get through it with this battery. Well, I was almost through it, and yesterday when my battery died, so I got through it, so that's good. It went pretty quick, a lot better than I expected. All right, so I'm gonna get that bolt in there now. supposed to come a big storm here this evening, so I need to get this finished up. Might try to till up around over by my peach trees and get some fertilizer down on my peach trees and my strawberries before the rain comes. I got some meal organite over there. It's a natural fertilizer that I'll put on it. Probably put a little bit on my blackberries as well. I'll snip this. Okay, got that snipped. Got to unloosen this bolt on this hinge so it'll drop down and fit up underneath. Okay. All right. There it is. Nice. Okay. So now I'm going to put a couple of little screws in here for the chain. So I wrap it around and just hook the chain on the screws. That went pretty good. I left a lot of wire across the bottom so that when it drags, you know, hopefully it'll keep some of the varmints out from going underneath the fence. Okay, well, I'm going to put some fertilizer down and clean up some around them, the peach trees over there. So I'll get back with you when I get that done. Okay, so I thought I'd come over here and pick up some of the roots that's on top of the ground and rocks and clean this up and till some of this little, where I cut it too deep, I'm going to till that and just level it out. But yeah, so you see a little root sticking up out of the ground, and you say, okay, I'm going to pull that up. And well, then you just got to get a shovel, and then you got to get an axe and This place is just covered in roots. So I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to dig up, but I know that if I don't get them up, I'm going to have some little shoots coming up that I'll have to deal with, because you know it's going to want to grow. That root system right there is very fresh, so it would try to sprout somewhere. So anyway, so I'm going to continue on getting some of this debris up, and then I'm going to try to till this right in here. I didn't bring my garden rake with me, messed that up. So alright, so I'm going to set this right here, and broke up pretty easy. You know, we don't have real good dirt over here. That tills up, but it wants to clog together when it gets so dry and hot. And really I need a lot of some type of compost to put in here and then till it up so that it won't be so clayey, and when it gets hot it's just like brick. But that being still cool weather, that broke up pretty easy. So I'm going to get all of these roots up right in here, all of those, and those roots right over there, and then I'm going to till this right in here. I got a big one right there I got to get up. So all right, stop it right here and get that cleaned up, and then we'll till it. Well, this battery's almost out, but anyway, I dug up some roots here. You know, you see a little stub and it gets bigger and bigger. This one was huge. It started going deep and underneath the fence. So anyway, the battery's almost out on here, so I think I'll just crank up the tiller until the battery runs out.